With us here in the studio is Dr. Derrick Johnson, and with him is Linda Reed, your patient. We want to welcome you both to the show. And I was talking to you earlier before the show, and you were telling me about this program.
Yes.
You explain it because I'll fumble all over, and you did a very good job of doing it, so I'm going to let you do that.
Well, you talk about a gift. This was certainly a gift. Dr. Johnson gave an opportunity to have a free, it was $100,000 dental makeover for a veteran. You had to submit names, and a number of names were submitted. I actually submitted one of my fellow veterans, not knowing that that I was also being submitted for this. So then we went through the process, and it wasn't an easy process in that. We were interviewed, the families were interviewed.
So there might have been a possibility you would not have been considered.
Absolutely. Absolutely. With the number that he got, which I'm not sure what that number was, it was amazing to get
The number
that
meaning
phone call.
the number of
Yeah,
participants?
we probably, I mean, we probably had 40 or 50 people at least.
Oh my gosh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, for the first year, it was pretty.
Now, did you know Linda beforehand? Or?
No, actually, we met here. So on the day that we announced that
When
we
you
were doing
when
that.
you say here on the
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
In the-
I
okay.
was doing my American
Yeah.
Legion
Okay.
thing, and he was doing his
Okay.
program. So it was amazing that we
Good.
just crossed in paths.
Good.
So it was wonderful. You brought us together.
Well, good. I'm proud to do that.
Um,
So what was the process like?
With the process of kind of selecting who
Yeah.
we're going to.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that stood out about Linda is we knew how much work she was doing for other veterans. And so it seemed like helping Linda was helping
Yeah.
the most amount of people possible. Because, I mean, she's out in the public, she's really promoting issues for veterans, and we knew if we could help her, it just seemed
Yeah.
like it would just have a ripple effect. And, I mean, it's absolutely great. I mean, we instantly loved her, and we knew that there was a tons of things that we thought we could do that she might like and
Yeah.
might help her out, so.
So were your teeth bad?
Oh, they were terribly, terribly
Yeah.
bad. Beyond bad, I think. And so consequently, I was hiding my mouth a lot if I
Yeah.
talked to people, or I wasn't as open in public.
And that has a lot of self-esteem issues are horrible when you don't have good dental hygiene.
Absolutely. It's, and for somebody, I'm very outgoing and very involved in the community, extremely involved in the community, but, so I became much more introverted rather than my typical extroverted self.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you brought some pictures.
yes,
To show.
we do have pictures.
It's kind of a bittersweet thing here,
I
right?
think we're supposed to put a warning with this.
Okay. We're going to show the before pictures
Yes.
of what your
That was
teeth
neat.
looked like. And were these the tooth that was gone in the middle, the teeth that are on either side? Now, are those real teeth or not? Was that part of a partial or?
The two that are together right there that you see that are bright, they are, what do they call them?
Yeah, those were your real teeth. They had crowns on them.
Okay.
And then you had, I think you had a partial that you're having problems with that broke, and you had lost that front tooth. So we were able to do everything. We did everything with dental implants. So there's nothing that comes in and out. Everything's fixed in place.
Right, right.
And actually, what you're looking at, we're not done yet. You're looking at her temporaries, is what she has today. And even I
Okay.
think the picture that you'll see next is her with her temporaries. And so we can really make the temporaries. We want that to be like a prototype and a preview, and also. Really allow you to, function well and be confident with your smile, right from the beginning of treatment. So,
What's the process like, doctor? I mean, is it a week or a month, or is it what's the process?
yeah, well, it's more than a week.
Yeah.
Well, depending on how advanced the problem is, it kind of goes through different stages of just kind of getting the
Yeah.
foundation established, and then like in Linda's case, we did quite a few. We did 8 implants on the upper teeth, and then we built her provisionals or temporaries that she's wearing now, and removed any decay and
Right.
got everything
Yeah.
cleaned up, and then it's probably going to be. When did we say those implants are going to be ready? Probably at the like September, October.
September or
Yeah.
October. I'm thinking, we're thinking October.
Yeah, and so by the end of the year, so we're ultimately going to do all this is all be
Yeah.
in porcelain, and she'll be finished by the end of the year.
Be completely
But
finished.
we got a really good start here.
Well,
so.
Linda was telling me that you were just going to do one, but you ended up doing two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there were so many. It was really agonizing to try to decide. I mean, there
Yeah.
were so many great candidates for it that it was just too much to just pick one person. So we did two. So.
And is this something that you're going to try to do again? Or-
Yeah, we're going to. That's one of the reasons we wanted to, talk today is let people know we're going to do this again, and we generally will start. We'll put an announcement or something in a paper, or if you guys were kind enough to help us launch it
Sure,
in
yeah.
September, we're going to start taking nominations again, and then we'll go through a similar process, and then the goal is like Veterans Day is when we make the announcement
Yeah.
on who will be the next person for Project Smiling
Yeah,
Again.
that's
Do
great.
you do all the work there in your office, the lab and everything? for
Yes,
the-
we do quite a bit of. I mean, all the implant work and restorative work. I work with some labs that do some of my porcelain work for me, but we do as much as we can right in one location.
No. Well, that's hats off to you for doing this. I mean, that's you're helping. You can't help everybody, but it's you pick the right people.
Yeah, well, one of the reasons, Lynn and I were just talking about this before we started, is this is something that, I'd love to get other dentists involved, across the state or in the region. And I know with what Linda does, she has a lot of contacts that way. And it would, it'd be great to just do more of this for veterans.
Well, maybe some dentists are out there watching the show, and maybe if you want to call the station here, we can get you in contact with Dr. Johnson, and maybe we can get this program going.
Sure, absolutely, that would be
thing.
great.
All right. Well, thanks so much. Great.
Thank you.
I would like you to come back maybe closer to the time before Veterans Day, and when this program kicks off, maybe we can promote it, just give it a little more push. Because I feel good about hearing about this, that we got you guys together in some small way.
It is wonderful.
And we sure appreciate you being here on the show and doing some great, it's always good to do feel-good
It is,
segments like that. Appreciate it.
especially for the veterans.
Yeah.
We don't do enough for
I'll
them.
have to
so-
agree with you there.
Absolutely.
Being a vet myself, I
Absolutely.
have to agree with you there, yes.
Well, thanks a lot for being on the show.
All right, hey, thank you.
Thank
And
you.
we'll have them back, or have somebody back to talk about the program a little bit later on at the end of the summer. And if you're a dentist out there, an old dentist that you'd like to be involved that would maybe fit this program, give us a call here and we'll get you in contact with Dr. Johnson. And maybe you or somebody there in your office can help get that program going with the other dentists in
Absolutely.
the area. Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Kim Crochainer is here. We'll be talking with her in a couple minutes, and we'll be finding out about what's happening at the Baxter County Library. Stay with us.